Hello and welcome to week 18, piece 36 of the Wall of Stitches crochet along. And for this piece we're going to be using the Bobble Flowers stitch. So this is a flower-like stitch that's made up just using puff stitches and is a repeat over several rows. So to start this piece you're going to need a foundation chain of 32. So I've gone ahead and marked the first chain from my hook because I want my turning chain to start as the first stitch of our row. And then to start the Bobble Flowers stitch, I'm going to make a double crochet in the fourth chain from my hook, and row 1 is all double crochet. Okay, so we're just going to make a double crochet in every chain. So this is just going to give us a solid base to start our Bobble Flowers. And make sure nothing kind of bunches up. Okay, so row 1, double crochet in every chain. So every row of the Bobble Flowers stitch is a double crochet based row and is made using puff stitches, including puffs 2 together, which can be a bit of a challenge to get right. Might need a little bit of practice to make sure you get something that's nice and even, but I will show you how those are made in the next row. So almost at the end. And last stitch of the row, get our final double crochet. There we go. So double crochet in every stitch for row 1. Then we turn, chain 1, and start row 2, just start with a double crochet turning chain in the first stitch. So just pop a stitch marker in. Okay, so row 2 we're going to start our bobble stitches. Okay, so after double crochet turning chain we're going to make a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches as well. Okay, so now we start our Bobble Flowers. So you're going to chain 3. Oops. And we're going to do a puff 2 together to make the bottom part of our flowers. So yarn over into the same stitch as your last double crochet, insert your hook and pull up a loop. You want to pull it up as high as the double crochet. Yarn over, back into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and once more back into the same stitch and pull up another loop. You'll have 7 loops on your hook. Don't pull through. Yarn over, skip the next 3 stitches, and the next one insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and again yarn over into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and one more, yarn over into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Oops. You have 13 loops on your hook. You'll have 7 loops from the first part of your puff 2 together and 6 loops from the second part. Okay, so 13 loops in total. Yarn over, pull through all 13 loops, and then chain 3. Oops. Okay, so a lot of loops, but that is the bottom part of your bobble flower. Okay, so the bobble flower is made over 2 rows. After your chain 3, you're going to make a double crochet in the same stitch that you finished your puff 2 together. So double crochet in there. So your bobbles are kind of sitting in between this box. So now we're going to make a double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 2 and 3. Okay, so the thing about the bobble flower is that your puffs are always started in the same stitch as a double crochet, and then your last stitch part of your bobble, you also make a double crochet in there. Okay, that does tend to throw you off when you're counting out how many stitches you need. Okay, so we've got 4 double crochet in between each of our bobble flowers, and now we'll make another set. So we're going to chain 3, yarn over, and starting in the same stitch as that last double crochet, we'll start a puff 2 together. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. And we do that 3 times until you have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, skip the next 3 stitches, into the next stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, back into the same one, and pull up a loop 3 times. So we've added another 6 loops onto our hook to make 13 loops in total. Yarn over, pull through all 13 loops. So it is a lot of loops, so just take your time. And then chain 3. And then make a double crochet in the same stitch that you finished your puff 2 together. Okay, so look like that. So you're going to repeat that all the way to the end of your row. So you're always going to have 4 double crochet between each set of puffs. But that first and last double crochet will have either the start or the end of your next bobble flower puffs in there as well. So when you get to the end of the row, you'll have 2 stitches left and make a double crochet in each of them. And that's row 2. So row 3, we're going to turn, chain 1, and make a double crochet turning chain in the first stitch of the row. Let's move my stitch marker up. I'm now going to make a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. So row 3, we're going to complete the second half of our bobble flowers. So we're going to be working into the middle of our puff 2 together. So if you just pull that down, you get that space in between the 2 parts of the puff, and we're going to be working into there. So yarn over, insert your hook into that space in between, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, and once more, 7 loops on your hook, and this time we are going to complete. So yarn over, pull through all 7 loops. So it's much easier to complete the bobble flower than it is to start it. Then chain 3. Now we're going to make another puff working into that same space. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then once more, 7 loops on your hook again, yarn over, pull through all 7 loops. And there's your bobble flower completed. Okay, so now we're going to skip the chain and make a double crochet into the double crochet in the row below. Okay, so we have that, and then make a double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Two and 3, and then we'll go ahead and finish the next bobble stitch, next bobble flower. So yarn over into that space between the puff 2 together, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over back into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop. 7 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 7 loops, and then chain 3. Okay, and then we make another puff into the same space. Yarn over, insert your hook into that space, yarn over, pull the loop, and repeat that another 2 times so that you have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 7 loops to finish your bobble flower. Skip the chain 3 and go to the next double crochet and make a double crochet. Okay, so you're going to repeat that all the way to the end of your row, and to finish the row you make a double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. And there's your bobble flower stitches. So row 4, we're going to have a double crochet row between our rows of bobble flowers. So we turn, chain 1, make a double crochet turning chain in the first stitch of the row. Let's take that out. Make a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Okay, so working into the top of your bobble flowers, we're going to skip the puff stitch, and into that chain 3 make 3 double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Skip the puff and then make a double crochet into each of the double crochet stitches. So that's 4, 2, 3 and 4. We skip the top of the bobble and into the chain 3 space make 3 double crochet. So you're making a double crochet in every stitch except the bobbles themselves. Okay, and you've got 3 double crochet into the chain 3 spaces. Skip the bobble and double crochet into the double crochet, and you repeat that all the way to the end of your row. Double crochet in the last stitch, and that is row 4 of the bobble flowers. To complete your bobble flowers piece, you're going to be repeating rows 2 to 4 until you have 7 rows in total. Once you've finished row 7, you can cut off and weave in your ends, and then it's time to add your border. So for this piece, you're going to make a single crochet into each stitch across the top and bottom to give 30 stitches across each edge, and down the sides you'll make 2 single crochet into the side of every row, and that will give you 14 single crochet down each edge. Add your extra stitch in each corner for the turn, and that's round 1, and then you can go ahead and add rounds 2 and 3 as well. So once you've finished your 3rd round of your border, you can then join this piece to the previous piece, the V-puff, and then that's week 18 complete. So if you have any questions, please do come over to our Facebook group, Froggity Frogs Ribbons and Stitch, and you can join in the chat, and don't forget to show off your pieces as well. I would love to see how you're getting along. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next week for week 19. Bye for now.